Hey everybody, good Saturday morning, top of the morning to you. Get up, come on, let's have a good weekend. It's already hot here in Atlanta at 8:54 this Saturday morning. I'm about to head out here and get my walk in. It's already muggy and hot. But anyway, everybody, Eddie Williams Sellers coming to you from, had to look, make sure I turn my microphone on. Coming to you from my little dining room here in East Point, Georgia this morning. Listen up, I got something to say. Listen now, quit all that fiddling around, pay attention. I ain't doing this just for foolishness. Come on. Boom Boom slid down under the Morning Post. Boom Boom slid down under the covers last night and slept up against my back. He rarely ever gets under the cover. He is a hot-natured little dog. Most fat dogs are. I asked him, "What's the matter, little buddy? Are you cold?" He said, "You keep it so goddamn cold in here at night with the temp set on 63 and that goddamn ceiling fan going." I told him that a good Baptist would never take the Lord's name in vain like that, reminding him that with me being a godly man, I don't appreciate that kind of language up in my house. He said, "Well, you say it." I protested, "I do not. I say GD, not the actual words, and F for that other word." He said, "It's the same thing, Eddie. It's the same thing." I told him Jesus is okay with it as long as you only use the initials. The Baptists never figured out the shortcuts to being holy, I told him. They still think you have to sit through long, dry, boring services to be right with God. You know, my version of hell would be having to sit through eternity listening to old Baptist preachers. Ooh, wouldn't that be awful? ain't I awful? Good Lord, I'm just awful sometimes. We now see that every relationship that Trump has will always end in bitterness and chaos. It is weird that he has no friends from elementary school, high school, or college, or the business world. And the list is long. Everybody that he has ever friended, which he says at the time is the greatest person in the world, always ends up with him saying they are the worst person in the world. When in reality, he is projecting, because actually he is the worst person in the world. We had people like that in church world also. They would bounce back and forth between this church and that church, always having something bad to say about the last church they were at. Like Trump, they threw every preacher under the bus. They, like Trump also, were projecting. And we have known people who have always had chaotic relationships, hadn't we? We've known them people. I have known people who were wonderful as long as they were single. And then when they got involved with somebody, I would think, who is this person? GD. What the F? They just became this unhinged lunatic. Call it Trump relationship syndrome, if you like. We all have known those people, though, hadn't we? I might have been one of those people myself when I went through my divorce and started dating again. Maybe I'm projecting. It's going to be a hot day in Atlanta for the Cabbagetown Festival today. Between 11 and 5 down on Carroll Street over in Cabbagetown. They'll have Carroll Street blocked off. You can park anywhere around the neighborhood. Can you believe a little house on Pickett's Alley is listed for $1.25 million? That is GD ridiculous. It was cheaper under Biden. Now the Trumpers have to hear that for the next 3 years. Cheaper. Uber, I did Uber yesterday for lunch. Cheaper under Biden. Everything was cheaper under Biden. Trump has only been in office, for 5 months, and he's done screwed this economy up so bad. People's being laid off left and right. Everything's gone to hell in a breadbasket. It's just GD crazy, y'all. That these GD Trumpers are putting the country through that. Yeah. Twist that knife a little bit. See, Boom Boom, that is how you get around cursing and getting on the Lord's bad side. And you know, the Baptists serve a Lord with a really bad side. And you wonder, which Lord am I talking about? Trump or Jesus? Good Saturday morning, sweet people. I missed Ava last night. I'm silly, ain't I? I did, though. I laid in bed. I missed her. It is going to be a good day. I will rejoice and be glad for this day. Yeah. Even if it is going to be GD hot it's just going to be GD hot today. Yeah, love y'all.